In Horizon Zero Dawn, danger lurks around every corner, but in this video I will show you the basics of becoming every robot's worst nightmare instead of another easy snack or an angry sawtooth.
Take your bow.
Bow?
As soon as you finish the tutorial in Horizon Zero Dawn, you are given 3 ability points. There are 3 abilities I actually think you should take right away that are going to help immensely in the game. The first being Silent Strike. This will allow you to kill one enemy in one shot silently without alerting the rest of the pack. The second ability that I think you should take is called Concentration. Now with Concentration, Aloy can actually slow down time and line up a shot. This can be your last line of defense between life and death. And third, now this one might not seem that crazy, it's Lure Call. Now this allows you to whistle and pull one enemy towards you. You already have rocks to do this in the game, but in combination with Silent Strike, pulling one enemy in a herd towards you and then being able to stealth kill them, it can change a fight instantly. It can be amazing. With all of that out of the way, let's jump into a side quest to see some abilities and strategies that can keep you alive no matter the enemy you're facing. Now the first thing you're going to want to do when you're facing an opponent you have no idea what they're about is use your radar, see what kind of parts they have on them. Now these are called scrappers. There are 3 of them in this area, along with 2 watchers. The scrappers have 2 parts on them. One's called a radar, and another is called a power cell. Now that power cell, if you do not take it off and they find you, they have this crazy laser that will basically just shred you. So shooting an arrow at this point in this fight just to initiate would be a terrible idea. Everything would get alerted and we would have one hell of a fight on our hands. So how else can we approach this situation? For starters, we can take a look at the weaker of the group, the Watchers. Now this Watcher right below us now, he is on a set path where he's walking from the left to the right and then back. So looking at your surroundings, seeing what kind of brush is around that you can hide in to possibly stealth kill this enemy with Silent Strike can be an easy way to take him out of the game to make things a little bit easier for you when you're trying to take down these scrappers. This leads into another very important part of your radar. Not only do you have the ability to tag your opponents, which will put an arrow above their head so you can see where they're at, but you can also highlight their tracks. Now, when one of these opponents isn't actively searching for me, they are on a set path, and showing their tracks will allow you to see exactly where they're going to be so that you can plan your route and try to put yourself in a situation where you can stealth kill that creature. Now that I've jumped down from the ledge I'm on, we're going to get a better look at this tracking mechanic. Now, if we look on the right side of the screen, we're going to see these arrows going by. This is going to be the Watcher on his return trip towards us. Now, as long as we stay in this brush right here, we're going to be able to stealth kill him without any of the other creatures being any the wiser. Now, one of the exceptions to this nobody cares rule is other Watchers. There's a Watcher in the distance right now, and for one reason or another, he thinks that something is up. He probably sees his dead friend, and he's like, no, Charlie, what happened? So he's going to come over and investigate, but as long as we follow those same steps, using the brush to hide in, maybe throwing a rock, and we're just going to wait for him to come over, and we're going to be able to stealth kill him just like his friend Charlie, and continue with our day. Now we see a weapon that is completely, I would say, don't leave home without it when you're going into a fight against multiple enemies, and it is the Trip Caster. Now, this allows you to set wire traps on the ground so you can kind of get an idea of what's going to happen to them if everyone gets aggroed to you. As you can see, I'm going to place these, a few of them actually, in the routes that I feel like these creatures are going to take once I start combat with one of them. And you're going to see that even though they see me and they're coming at me, they're going to get stopped by these traps so that I can deal with the first one, then choose to move on to the second one. I'm not going to get interrupted in my combat and have to fight multiple at the same time, especially when they still have their lasers, which is terrifying. So now we're going to get this show on the road. The traps are down, the power cell is highlighted, and we're going to start combat. Now, even if, at this point, it runs straight at me, it is going to hit that trap and get stopped, as we see it happen right here. It has nowhere to go, it is on the ground, and it is done. The other two know something is going on, and they're going to start coming towards me, but because these traps we laid, they're going to hit these traps and have the same fate. They are going to be unable to move, and it's going to give me time to set up, start taking out these components, making this fight way easier than it would have been if I would have just gone in, no traps, only shooting the bow and arrow. Now, as we're going to see here, things don't always go according to plan. There is one scrapper left, and I'm going to try to whistle and plant that electricity trap on the ground. Now, the only problem is, I guess the whistle made him turn a little bit, and he does not hit that trap. I may have been able to go straight for the eye or shoot for the component on his back, angering him. He still has his power cell, so he could shoot me with a laser. But do not fret. Use all of these skills, throw a rock to get his attention, and switch location. Try to drag that last opponent back through your trap as it happens here, giving you, again, the upper hand in an easy fight. I can walk straight up to him. I probably could have just poked him with the spear, but I like bow and arrows. And we can take him out fairly easily. We took one hit. We took one hit in this fight that started out with 5 opponents just from that last opponent. I call that a win. There you have it, everybody. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope this helps in your dinosaur robot hunting adventures. I feel like a lot of this stuff you can put towards really any enemy you're gonna fight. I am gonna do some more videos on a few extra tips. Maybe there's a weapon called the rope caster that you can actually bring down huge robots on, which I haven't even fought yet, so I'm super excited about that. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what's good, tell me what's bad, and I will see you on the next episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Have a good one.